Hello, beautiful people. My name is Davi. I'm joined by Abe and Charlie. Welcome back to another Tony Tuesday.
How you doing?
And for our viewers and listeners, we hope you guys are doing well. Just a quick heads up, this episode is also available on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, specifically the discussion portion of the show.
You can watch it uncut as well if you become a member on YouTube or become a Patreon. The link is in the description. Both are $5 a month. You have to have your own copy of the episode. We'll give you a countdown in the time code. You can watch it with us.
And if you're new here, y'all, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so that you can be notified for when we have a new upload. And also, please don't forget to hit a big thumbs up on this video. We love you guys so much, and thank you to our Patreons, our community members, and our subscribers for your support. We're almost there, guys. We're almost halfway through. This is the last episode of 6A.
Wow.
How we feeling?
We're feeling good. I think we need, I don't know, I'd like to see it pick up a little bit more. Pick up the pace to the main storyline a bit more.
Yeah. I mean, we did see pretty big deal last episode was
Yes.
Vito getting whacked. So we've got some action, but I feel like the threat to the what is going to potentially bring Tony Soprano down is going to become clearer pretty soon.
Yeah.
And I want to see what that is.
Yeah, I know some comments they spoke about how 6B is just a crazy ride, and yeah, I'm excited. But before we get into this episode, Abe, can you please read our comments from our previous Tony Tuesday?
Yes, I can. The first one comes from Robert the Hernandez, and it says, that cut from the shot of Carmela marveling at the beautiful sculpture on the bridge in Paris to the guy washing the Bada Bing sign is a classic. It's a big juxtaposition between the two. The next one comes from AJKOEIC, and it says, sad that there are only a few Tony Tuesdays left. Indeed, probably have only 12 left.
Yeah.
Still a good amount.
Yeah, it's still a good amount, but I mean, we've done a lot of these. So
Indeed.
it's been a long ride, and I appreciate y'all sticking around, but we'll have more. After Tony Tuesday is done, we will always have more. All right. The last one here comes from La Cheeserie, and he says, I loved him like a brother-in-law is gold. Yeah. That was a great one-liner from that last episode. But yeah, man, I'm excited for this next one. Do y'all know what the title is? Actually, wait, I do. Kaisha?
Oh.
Kaisha? Kaisha?
With that being said, Charlie, episode 12.
John T. Patterson.
Who is John T. Patterson?
Not sure.
Oh, he was a director of 13 of the episodes, and he passed away.
Oh, well.
Sad.
Rest in peace. Oh, nice.
Starting off hot.
It was that guy.
Yeah, he was making Vito jokes.
Yeah.
He was the one who was served up for dinner.
It's crazy.
Jeez. Is that the sewer? Where did he put it?
I think so.
So the barbecue over in Sheepshead Bay, that's still a go?
You know, I'm not really sure where the big guy left at.
The big guy's having extracurricular activities, no?
As always.
This way, sweetheart. There's something I need to get straight between us.
Something bad gonna happen here, no?
Feels a little sketchy.
Yeah.
Good call.
Ouch.
Jesus.
What is that place?
The question is, was that a missed hit, or was that just to send a message?
Yeah.
It's done. Listen.
Gee, sounds like a real weenie roast.
Hey, your friend the Shaw was walking in when it happened. Him and some schifooza got blown back on their keisters.
Oh, okay. Wasn't intended to kill him then.
The deed to Jamba Juice.
Oh.
Bad about this.
Listen, I just wanted to apologize. That night, I make it a policy not to mix business.
No apology necessary.
Good, because the truth is I haven't been able to forget about you, and it ain't like I haven't been trying. So, you free for dinner?
Thanks, but I think I'll pass. Congratulations on the sale, though.
Missed his window.
And we can do the borders with the Disney characters.
Makes me nervous, this stuff. We should wait to decorate till after the baby's born.
Again with the superstitions?
Remember the Penguin movie? How you cried? You sit on an egg for months, one little thing goes wrong, you're left with nothing.
Honey, I'm not Adriana. I'm healthy. Our baby's healthy.
Is he referring to the documentary? It's narrated by Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, maybe. March of the Penguin?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Looked like she was trying to cut her wrist.
Yeah, that's what I got from that, too.
What's the matter?
Liz LaServa tried to commit suicide. Pills.
No.
Pills.
What'd you do that for?
Apparently, she got a letter for aid from the Salvation Army.
Why, age homeless?
She made a donation every year to feed the homeless on Thanksgiving. The letter set Liz off, evidently.
Oh, gotcha.
I commiserate with the woman, but
She thinks her daughter is dead. I told you, I had another dream about aid in Paris. French policeman told me she was dead, and I had to tell her.
I know, Carl. Pepe Le Pew.
Doesn't change the fact that Adriana is missing.
And it also doesn't change the fact that her mother's a bitter lush who can't accept reality.
What reality?
That her daughter couldn't stand her, so she moved away.
That's what you say to me 2 weeks after our own daughter moves away to California.
Stepped in shit there.
I'm sorry. The holidays are coming and my spec house has gone to shit.
Well, they just got a job. He's doing better.
Oh yeah, we haven't seen AJ's new job.
You got a husband that loves you. You made us a beautiful home. Doesn't that count for something?
Not exactly a Thanksgiving Day classic here, Ed.
Come on, cut it out.
He's already talking like a real construction worker.
Funny. See how you like working out in the cold.
The eye patch on Bobby, I can't get over it.
I know you got a new gomar.
What can I say, huh?
With a pregnant wife at home. Your timing is fucking priceless.
Playground's closed. Man has his needs.
Good point. When Carmel had a spec house, I can't tell you how many nights I had to fend for myself while she was out looking at bathroom fixtures.
So there's no one. How come you don't bring her around?
Honestly, I would, but between us, she's black.
Oh!
You're bagging a shine?
She's hot, too. Classy. Not that it would matter to Paulie. I'd still have to listen to all his racial bullshit.
Yeah.
Paulie.
Oh, here we go.
I'm assuming that's who Kaisha is from the title.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Is that her?
He
Is
just,
in love?
he just fell in love.
Oh, he definitely just fell in love.
She a doll or what? Blanca.
Oh, never mind.
I'm Anthony.
It's probably not her.
I just did your paperwork.
You live in Jersey?
Sopranos!
So they're actually making him work.
Yep. This looks like the same old site, by the way.
No, yeah, I'm pretty sure. For a second, I thought I was gonna cut to AJ.
Right.
I was like, oh
no
boy.
I'm sorry, it's such a pigsty.
Who is she?
Is that the real?
Wait, is that the realtor?
Oh, I think so.
Gonna get a tree in here?
I come
place
from
look-
Hanukkah, people.
It's
Yeah,
her.
it is her. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wow.
So he's lying.
So he was lying, and isn't she still engaged?
Yeah, definitely.
What are we doing, hero?
I don't know. Can't stop thinking about fucking you all the time.
How did they meet?
Yeah. What a change.
How can you even like a person who sleeps with a married guy?
Can we not talk about it? I rushed in with her. I thought I wanted it.
You do. And you're not giving it a chance. You'll see, eventually you'll want kids. It'll be good.
I don't want a family with her. She's got no idea who I am.
She doesn't understand you.
Interesting.
As you know, Phil asked me to arrange this meeting after the fire in his wire room.
Correction. You asked me to fucking attend. I agreed.
Fair enough. Now, for whatever reason, certain incidents have expired lately that, in addition to being dangerous, could have an adverse impact on our respective bottom lines.
I know Vito's bottom was impacted, if that's what you're referring to.
Oh my God.
Call him what you will, but you're talking about one of my captains.
Captain? The good ship Lollipop, right?
Phil, please.
Please my ass. The man was a fucking disgrace.
But before he came out of the closet, he worked for me, and he put a lot of money in my pocket. And yours, too.
Talk about earners. How about Fat Dom Gamiello?
What about him?
He's MIA. A lot of people are concerned for his well-being.
So what the f*** would I know about that?
Well, as coincidence would have it, he was last seen in New Jersey.
We're getting off point. I grew up in this, guys, and I just lost my friend Rusty. And for reasons I will discern in time, believe me, there's one thing my father taught me, it's this. A pint of blood costs more than a gallon of gold.
He has no idea then who was behind Rusty.
This infighting's costing money.
I'm willing to move forward. Let the past be bygones.
Fine with me.
A wise decision.
Didn't Rusty pass away naturally though?
No, bro, they had a hit on him. They hired the Italian dudes to come and,
Yeah.
and shoot him.
Oh, that's right.
So we never got to see little Carmine like discovering that he died.
I'll tell you what fucking happened. This piece of shit's cousin
Calm
put
down,
6
Phil.
bullets in the kid without any provocation whatsoever.
My cousin's dead.
F you.
Phil, hey, we were making headway here.
Oh my gosh.
Come on.
Phil.
Yeah, he's such a hothead.
Jesus Christ, Carmine, what the f***? Why would you possibly bring that up?
He's gonna see her again. Yeah.
Oh boy.
She also kind of looks familiar.
For sake.
What?
Where I live. You asked me.
Right.
Why you asked me that? You gonna come over, take me on a date?
Yeah, absolutely.
I got a son, Hector. He's 3.
Oh, that's cool.
Girl, go home.
So he's into single moms.
I guess so.
You gonna call me, right?
Hey, there's only 6 numbers.
I left the last one off. If you wanna find me, you're gonna have to work for it.
Wow.
Okay.
I mean, you got 10 digits to try. not terrible.
You have an emergency call on 2.
Oh my God. Pop?
Guess who?
Oh my gosh.
That's not funny.
Had to get your attention.
Well, you had my attention. Now you're wasting my time. I have to go.
Hold on.
This is not gonna be good.
That used to be a uniform supply. What's he asking?
3 1/4. Can I go now?
I was driving by. I thought it had some potential.
But it's really 9,400 square feet of leaky tar paper roofs and clotted galvanized plumbing and no foot traffic to speak of.
He's up on a hard sell there. I'm thinking, you get the seller to knock something meaningful off the asking. I fix it, you flip it. Look, whatever happened, we did make some money together, right?
You're serious about this?
Oh, you never do shit like that?
I'll get back to you.
He's doing this just to get at her, right?
Yeah, of course.
I mean,
Damn, between Tony and Christopher, she's mobbed up.
I was so worked up. I just needed to smooth it out. So there's the crystal.
oh my gosh.
Oh,
man,
that's how they met. Gotcha.
Julie, right?
Juliana.
Christopher. I liked your sharing there, seriously.
Flashback?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard you sharing there. Not a judgment, by the way.
You learn as much from others. I split my time at NA, too. Junk's another thing, huh?
Tell me about it.
Now we had that Adriana Tony narrative. Was it last season? I wonder if there's going to be a contrast.
Oh, parallel.
Yeah.
Cool. So I guess I'll see you. Or maybe next week. Here.
Wait, you want to go for coffee?
Well, okay. Follow me to that dive on Sip and JFK.
That was quick.
Yeah.
It's one hell of a coffee, huh, Christopher?
Oh, damn. She's smitten. Man loves freaking History Channel, bro. Loves it.
And his ice cream,
And
man.
ice cream.
Stan Klimek was there. Ruth's husband. He works for Kroll.
The private eyes?
He does their computers. Anyway, I was telling him about aid, and he said we should hire professionals to track her down.
Calm.
It's not as expensive as you might think, Tony. He gave me his card.
Look, it's not about the money. Did you ever think that maybe it's an intrusion into Aid's personal life?
But what if she's in trouble, Tony?
Ugh, that's horrible.
Carmela's spec house? I need you to go lean on that building inspector. My wife needs a career.
Oh, man.
Tony, hey. Season's greetings.
Good holidays to your family, huh?
Yeah, you too.
Who are these guys?
They've been hanging out a lot. I think they're the ones doing the credit card fraud
Oh,
stuff.
interesting.
I got close with the developer. Thought he could do apartments, some light retail. But we snagged on some zoning issues.
Jesus.
Let me worry about that. So who's this fiancé you were telling me about?
Jesus. What the f do you want here? Just move on, huh?
I was confused. I'm not now.
What a coincidence, because that's exactly how I feel.
Oh.
Damn, she kind of told him straight up.
It's only the latest draft. Guy who wrote it, I met him at a meeting. JT Dolan, big user.
You can tell. It's relentless.
Yeah, it's a work in progress.
But Michael, he knows it's the boss right away. You might want to make more of a mystery out of it.
Maybe.
This boss, he's a really rough... Is Anthony Soprano like that?
It's just a jumping off point for the character.
Bro.
He's got some
Bro.
similarness.
Mm-hmm.
Like he thinks everything's his.
But it's not.
So dead.
I can't get into it, but there are some rules.
Thank you. Don't get into it. I don't want to know.
It's just weird, you know, being where he's been.
He hasn't been anywhere. Nothing happened. I told you that.
Don't matter. He's been there in his mind.
Ugh,
Oh, wow. So they know.
fine.
Interesting. I wonder how it came up in conversation.
That's...
Is she using him as like a revenge thing?
I don't know.
Not a fucking parking spot.
Balls on this prick.
To blow up a store. You call that balls? Balls is you look a guy in the eye while you jam a ice pick to his lung.
I meant balls as in nerve. Gall.
I know what the f you meant. As far as I'm concerned, this is like 9/11. Tony wanted our attention? Fine. He got our attention. Now we wipe him off the planet.
Oh.
Cocksucker says I look like the Shah of Iran.
It's crazy.
But he's testing you all the time, and you keep indulging him.
You're right. But whack a boss? I won't do that.
It's been done before.
And it was wrong then.
Eye for an eye then, huh? Pick somebody over there.
Oh boy. This is how the war starts.
Mm-hmm. Are they going to go after Christopher? Like...
No, that's too high, I feel like.
It's the feeling I'm getting, though.
Yeah, that's
somebody
because
else.
showing him a lot this episode.
Yeah, interesting.
Remember that real estate agent Tony was dealing with? The Jewish one?
He planted the flag, I'd back off.
No, he didn't do shit, she said. He wanted to and then never pulled the trigger.
It's touchy, but okay.
I don't know if it's okay, but f him and what he don't know, you know?
So what's the problem?
She's in recovery, junk.
Listen to me. That last run you went on, beginning with the feast, how hard you had to work to get back from that? Civilians. Their bosses find out they slipped, they get a plane ticket to Minnesota. Tony will fucking mulch his roses with what's left of you.
She's solid now, years sober. We f***ing met at a meeting.
That never happens to me.
That's all you gotta say.
Two of you together could be enabling. Bad habits shared.
But it's more like she knows how bad it is. We watch out for each other. She wouldn't even let me have Red Bull, seriously. I know I'm different with her.
Well, I guess we just keep an eye on it. Fucking lucky cocksucker.
Another married man?
I know.
Oh boy.
And it gets worse. I think he's connected.
To what?
The mafia.
No.
No.
I'm sorry, Jules. I don't even know where to start.
I know. I know. The stupid thing is, he's sweet. It's good to me.
I want you to listen to this very carefully. I'm your sponsor. I'm not judging you. I'm not disappointed. I am concerned, and I'm here to help you help yourself. Unlike you, I've lived in North Jersey my whole life, and those people, like his boss, they are sociopaths. Murderers, actually.
Listen.
Don't hug me. On top of everything, I'm getting a cold.
Oh, boy. Classic. Of course they're watching this.
Shit.
What's wrong?
These assholes again. They wake up the baby.
He's gonna get himself into some shit.
My baby's sleeping. You come on here and suck out dick.
What's this asshole's problem?
My ex used to go down and kick their asses, but now they're
boy.
back. Okay, Papi.
Uh-oh. This is
All right, AJ, what you gonna do?
Oh, boy. Something stupid.
No.
Oh,
No.
gosh.
Does he have a piece on him?
Yeah, I think the only way this works is you gotta have something. Or he's gotta fake that he has something.
Look, all right, you guys move. All right, go hang somewhere else. I'll give you this bike. It's a Gary Fisher. It's only a year old. Well, my parents gave it to me last Christmas.
They'll just beat you up and take it, bro.
All right.
I guess it worked.
Oh,
Shocked.
wow.
I am surprised. Oh, my God. Of course.
He's getting some
Worth
action.
giving away the bike. She's going to have a second baby daddy.
Oh, no.
You sure it don't bother you? I have a baby.
No, I love kids.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, my God, dude.
Fucking ridiculous. You're not going no place. That's it. You're fucking grounded. Gonna go down to pharmacy, get some Robitussin.
No, it's got dextromethorphan.
What are you gonna do? Rip your fucking lungs out? This is crazy.
You certainly seem very anxious to get cough medicine in here.
Oh, she's like super straight edge.
I resent that. It's over the counter. How much shit could be in it?
At least get her cough drops.
Something.
Maybe you could get some valerian tea. You put 8, 9, 10 tea bags in a cup.
8, 9, 10 tea bags?
Sort of like taking a Valium.
Whoa.
Same chemical family. Gotta have some cough suppressant value, right?
That seems worse.
Valerian tea.
Looked like she had a really bad addiction.
It's gonna be the spec house thing.
Oh my God. The building department, they're repealing the stop work order on my spec house. Construction may begin immediately. Tony, is this you? This is the best Christmas present I could ever get.
I better return that vacuum I got you there.
She's going to pick up on that, though. Like, she's smart.
The soft scrub, lemon
Oh my gosh. It's this housekeeper.
I'm so dead.
Did I say I'm hot? I got a tightness in my chest up by the esophagus.
Well, you just had a checkup, Phil. Imagine the Christmas Marie and the kids will be having after all that with Vito.
The Bellas, too. Catherine's stroke.
Remember last year at my mother's house? Francesca Spitafor did that beautiful solo of O Holy Night. Vito accompanied her on the piano.
I gotta try and take a shit.
Now, when one is having a heart attack, the body releases proteins that act as markers, which we would detect in the blood. You don't show any, sir.
So his heart is fine?
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Mr. Leotardo, some people would pay millions for that diagnosis.
So what the hell's wrong with me?
My guess is simple gas.
I always say he's full of hot air.
I think we've seen that doctor before too.
Yeah, he looks familiar. Oh, yikes. Oh, God. That didn't take long.
Well, this is why he's into her, right? She's just like Adriana.
No, she's worse.
I know, but like does all the drugs with him. And
Yeah. Having panic attacks, bro?
I'm dying. My heart.
Oh my God!
Good Lord.
Help! My husband! Phil!
Crash cart! Can I get a crash cart?
Oh my gosh.
Yo, do you think it's a panic attack?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Hey, Tom. Did you hear? Phil Leotardo took a heart attack.
Oh.
A big one, apparently.
Oh, so there is a Santa Claus.
Jeez. That's so messed up.
Doesn't look too good.
Sweetheart, drinks all around. Club soda for the messenger here.
You're happy about this tea?
Yikes.
Why not? The pain in my balls.
Some manageable pain, though, huh? The devil, you know.
After the sheet of little Carmine's.
Wow. It has been a while since we've seen him.
Visitor from Mr. Soprano.
Bobby. No eye patch?
Bobby?
He's so excited.
Oh, I kind of feel bad.
Any of you know what bacala is? Of course you don't. Well, it's salted cod. We taught the world how to eat.
Bacalhau.
Yeah.
Happy holidays, huh? You smell the piss in this place.
I ain't gonna stay too long. Just to say you should keep this.
What's that?
You had Beppy drop it by, remember? Had it posted. It said Merry Christmas.
That's a gift. It's a little something for you and Karen and the kids.
It wouldn't be right.
He said you and Karen.
Junior, you shot him.
Yeah, well, it's not that simple. I know a few things you don't. Like maybe I wasn't acting alone.
Junior, JFK was 40 years ago.
You see that one over there? An attorney. I'm mounting my case.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He's gone.
You want a snack? A soda? The f*** you just got here.
Happy holidays.
This is like sad to watch.
Yeah. One hand washes the other.
Oh boy.
Not good.
You know it is. That walk was bad funny.
Oh, that's right. You and her. How'd that all go? I had to put her on the shelf. Yeah, she's a friend of Kaisha, the black one I was telling you about.
There it is.
Kaisha.
She was just now asking me what to get Kaisha for her birthday. What'd you tell her? Luther Vandross, the box set.
Luther Vandross. That's so on the nose.
Tony's gonna show up here at some point, just unannounced. Bro, they're both
They look like zombies.
bunch of junkies.
What is in that? Is that water or is that something else?
That's a way to big spoon, I guess.
Us being able to use again, but integrating it into our lives.
Yeah. Work, socialize, still having a mastery.
Not easy.
But interesting as shit.
Match made in hell, unfortunately. Yeah. Both just enabling each other.
I should probably tell Tony we're f***ing.
I don't know if that's a good idea, brother.
What?
You already lied about it.
We're not anymore.
He's already hinky. Starts poking around, finds out we met in AA. He could suspect I'm using again.
And the paranoia kicking in.
I ruin everything.
God, this is awful to see. This is
just gonna uke in there.
This is just heartbreaking, man.
What the f*** you been? You hear that fill out surgery now? Turds in the aorta. Medical first. Gotta see my chiropodist.
T, is something I should tell you.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
He knows where this is going.
A real estate agent.
Yeah?
I've been banging her.
See, I knew some shit was going on. Why the f*** did you lie to me?
I wasn't sure how it ended with you two. It's stupid, right? Point is, I want everything above boards, as always, between you and me.
I don't give a f***.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, that hurt him.
But I don't think he can do anything now.
I do not betray my wife. I go out of my way not to have an affair with this woman, this...
The mental gymnastics is crazy. This is crazy mental gymnastics.
And my fucking turkey neck of a nephew winds up with his dick in there. A guy I gotta see every day. And this is my reward.
Frankly, I'm encouraged. I sat here dreading the end of the story would involve you erupting in some act of violence towards your nephew.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah.
You came out of that shooting feeling each day is a gift. Well, this is a corollary to that.
What?
You don't have to eat every dish of rigatoni. You don't have to fuck every female you meet.
Damn.
You know what I've been realizing? These women, they're all sort of the same. Dark complexion, smart, they smell a little bit of money. So what's that about?
What do you think it's about?
Probably the reason I still come here, to hang out with you. Because nothing really changes with the therapy part.
Bruh, this guy.
Oh.
Going to the movies high.
That was like jarring.
Fed's out front, Harris. Says he wants you to know he's here having a sandwich.
Here we go, Agent Harris.
So, Phil Leotardo, huh? Coronary?
I swear to God, I had nothing to do with that.
Just so you know, I'm still in touch with some agents who work OC. From what they hear, you're not very popular in Brooklyn right now.
So what else is new?
That someone close to you may be in danger.
Anybody specific?
All they know is it's under serious discussion at top levels.
Uh-oh.
Thanks.
It's Christmas.
Did they got their place bugged too? Like, how did they get that intel?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they have an informant on that side. Could be a little karma. You never know.
Cramping in my legs. It could be anything.
Well, then what'd you call me for?
Just to say hi.
Oh my God.
That you all right?
Yeah. I'll see you later. Bring me home a quattro formaggi. I don't care what time it is. Wake me up.
All right.
Mwah.
Oh, Christopher.
No, she doesn't like that.
The program, I can never really get into the higher power part.
Well, me neither. It's hard. I mostly think of the group consciousness as a higher power.
I said to myself that oath would be my higher power. That would be my strength. That code. That's a soldier's oath.
I could see that.
But the problem is, nobody lives it no more. Not Tony, not nobody.
They let you down.
Interesting. That's an interesting insight.
Are you breaking up with me?
No,
Should we go to a meeting?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Probably buy something on the...
What is that stare?
They're both thinking about going to the meeting, or they're going to use
Yeah.
instead.
You should have called first.
Have we known anything about his health troubles before this episode?
I don't think so.
It's just like random.
Finally got you to come to Brooklyn, cocksucker.
Listen to me. No, I never told nobody this. While I was in that coma, something happened to me. I went someplace, but I know I never want to go back there. And maybe you know what I'm talking about. Believe me, nobody ever laid on their deathbed wishing they saved more no-show jobs. You take your time. You get better. You get out of this fucking place. But when you do, you focus on grandkids. They're good things. We can have it all, Phil. Plenty for everybody.
He's trying to make peace.
Stop crying now.
We should let him sleep.
Duh.
We gotta stop meeting like this, huh?
Oh, he's gonna clock this guy, bro. There's no way.
Sketchy. She's still thinking about it.
George, hi. Carmela Soprano. Listen, I want to move ahead with the roofing. Ordering the slate?
Jesus, that's a lot of presents. You sure you got enough?
Oh my god.
Wow.
Not him with the beret.
Yeah, what the heck is he wearing?
I'm so dead.
Is that from when Carmela went to Paris?
For sure.
Everybody, this is Blanca. Blanca, my mom, my dad.
No way. No way.
Hi, Hector. Oh, look at those eyes.
Oh, he's cute.
Hey, that is quite a bagatelle.
Yeah, that's definitely what you're looking at.
They're shook.
They're like, oh boy.
Present.
It's okay, I got him.
Oh, easy, little fella.
Hey, come here, you.
I don't know. Are they happy about it?
I don't know.
It's kind of like, oh, grandkids.
Oh, here we go.
Doubt it.
Maybe not.
She's 10 years older than him, and she's Puerto Rican.
Dominican. Maybe.
Maybe.
At least she's Catholic. What are you looking at me like that for? You were overjoyed when I sent him down there.
Nice piece, that necklace. Where'd you get it?
The mall.
Should have told me. I got a guy.
And I got a job.
Oh.
All right, sass.
You got a job because of him, too, though.
Very true.
You have a gorgeous home. Thank you. We do.
All right. I was not expecting a peaceful ending to this.
Honestly,
episode,
I feel like we
but
should have expected it a little bit.
I was kind of expecting some chaos, but I guess it makes sense. Like for the mid-season break, just
Leave it without a huge cliffhanger. Because maybe also, like, if they left it at a cliffhanger, people can predict too much what's happening. I don't know.
But wasn't there a year break in between?
No. Was there?
Like, basically.
Whoa.
Yeah.
A year is crazy.
A
Okay,
year?
so maybe
Yeah.
that makes sense.
As a fan, like back then, if I was watching this, I think I'd be pissed. And that ended there, and then I have to wait a year for the part 2 of the season. I'd be so upset.
Yeah, a very, I would say, somber ending. Kind of left off just, Charlie said he was expecting some chaos, but we didn't get any chaos. But I'm thinking, Abe, what are your thoughts on the Brooklyn and New Jersey narrative, and how right now I feel like we still have questions as if are they going to head towards peace, or is there going to be something else that will elevate this situation and what you saw in this episode?
Yeah, I thought it was interesting because we've been talking a little bit about how it feels like a conflict between the two is escalating, and how, you know, they take out one guy, then the Soprano crew takes out another guy. It's like leading to war essentially, and it had started to almost feel like telegraphed, like where this was all going. But in this episode, it felt like it, you know, pumped the brakes a little bit because of what happened to Phil landing in the hospital, and then Tony, I guess, like being the bigger man in a sense and going to visit him and being like, I've been where you've been. Life is really short. We can both have good lives if we just chill out, essentially.
Yeah.
And now we kind of wait and see. I mean, the way that we saw Phil respond was kind of crying tears, almost to give you a sense like he knows Tony is right. Either that, or he's like, you know, his ego is hurt, his pride is hurt, and he's like, don't talk down to me. Like, that's what he's crying over. But I think it's the former. I think it's the fact that, you know, he really feels like he is lying on his deathbed, and he sees this man who also was in the same place, and maybe he is giving the right advice. And that, you know, is interesting. And it's interesting to me from Tony if that was a genuine sentiment, or because we saw earlier in the episode, someone said if Phil got a heart attack, this man was laughing.
He said, oh!
Yeah, he was like, get drinks for everybody. Or is this like a calculated move because of the information that he got from Agent Harris? Saying that like, oh, there's somebody in your crew that maybe the Brooklyn crew is targeting. It's been discussed at the higher levels, et cetera, et cetera. And then when Tony's leaving the hospital, we see one of Phil's guys basically like eyeing him up and down. So maybe Tony is doing this out of like caution, but it felt real. It felt real, is what I can say.
I also thought that.
Yeah.
Because potentially could have been for that motive to protect one of his own.
Mhm.
Kind of have Phil back off a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. The thing is, Tony's a very good bullshitter.
Mhm.
So his delivery made it seem sincere, but also it could be a little bit of both. I think. Could be a little bit of both. He could be like, actually like sympathizing with Phil there and telling him about his experience, but also calculating like, hey, like maybe this could help, one of my guys not get killed.
Yeah, it could be. It could be that his original intention there was to not fan the flames and just make sure they have some form of peace or try to go and talk to him. But then like seeing him there kind of triggered this, memory of him being in the same place and maybe tugged on his heartstrings a little bit. So maybe that's exactly what happened. It was a little bit of both.
Mm-hmm. The Tony and Christopher dynamic, I think now has been heightened, where there is something going on now. Like there is a weird tension between them, and I feel like this has been brewing for for some time. I think we've seen some development there, and I think now I wonder how it goes for the second half of the season. And Charlie, what are you seeing that stands out with that dynamic and that relationship in this final season?
It's almost as if both of them have kind of given up on each other in a way. It's weird because it's like it's a lot of back and forth. I feel like they have their moments together, and then Christopher starts straying away. But I think with the news he delivered to Tony, it's a real gut punch because we've never seen him do something like that before to Tony.
Mm-hmm.
So I think to him that might be like the ultimate disrespect. And I don't know how he's gonna behave around Christopher now or how he's gonna treat him. I mean, we saw at the Christmas party at the end kind of giving him shit for putting too much ice in his drink. He's being hella petty.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if anything, that's, signaling where this might go. But it's tough. It's tough. I think Christopher just needs to be careful now because I'm remembering that conversation that he had with the other guy when they left the AA meeting, and he was like, "Oh, like screw him, whatever he doesn't know, doesn't
hurt him,
won't hurt him." And that's like, that you're essentially his you're meant to be his successor, and you're backstabbing him in a way.
Yeah,
it's not a good look.
I'm still struck. I'm struck by the scene they had in the diner.
Yeah, that was the next question I was going to ask you.
Where they were talking about like the steps in AA and how you get better, and like one of the steps is like believing in a power higher than yourself, whether it be God or something else. And I think her name is Julie.
Yeah.
She says like, I think of the group's collective will, essentially like the collective will to be sober is like the higher power, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, well, the code, the omerta, all that stuff. That is what I thought was my higher power. And that was going to be my focus, what was going to ground me, but nobody is following it. Like nobody is adhering to the code, which we all hold in such high regard. So how much power is there actually in it? And how much value should I place in this thing? It's almost like people losing their faith in God. Like if that is the God that he had and he's seeing everything crumble around him and he's losing faith in it, and that's like a reason for his sobriety to slip. I thought it was actually pretty interesting to think about.
It's a very powerful scene to go back to and reflect, because we see, I think we're seeing him completely question everything.
Yeah.
Question not only, I think, the current situation that he is, but I think he's questioning his existence and why he is in this position that he is right now.
Yeah.
Like, what is my purpose now?
Yep.
Like, how do I find myself? I think we're seeing someone who has completely lost their identity and is trying to find a source. And that source for him is the substance abuse that he goes back to.
Yeah.
And I'm so scared for Christopher. I am so scared for him.
Feels like he's on a slippery slope.
Yeah.
He's about to be a dad, about to be is or about to be married to a woman that he barely knows, that he doesn't care about, and he's cheating, and he's going down the slippery slope with this lady who's also an addict. Like, yeah, it's not looking good. But yeah, I guess we'll see. I'm so curious about where season 6B starts, because it's like, is there a time jump? Because it's been kind of a long while. It's almost a year.
Yeah,
feels like there needs to be at least a little bit of a time jump. But that's the curiosity that I have. Like, they left it in such a place with like no cliffhanger, really, without really you anticipating one specific thing or another. And they kind of diffused a little bit in this episode, like the main conflict that we had. So
yeah, guys, it was basically a year.
Basically a year. Okay.
So episode 12 aired June 4th, 2006.
Mm-hmm.
Episode 13, April 8th, 2007.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a long time.
So 11 months.
We don't know how long they filmed between them. Or
Right, but like I think having the viewer wait for that long.
Yeah, true.
Is striking to me.
Yeah, very true.
And we also see that conversation between Dr. Melfi and Tony, and she congratulated him. She was kind of like, "Yo, it's the first time you meet a woman and you don't and you don't sleep with her. Like this is something good, maybe." And I think Tony didn't see it as something good, maybe. But I'm just wondering, Charlie, what stood out to you in that conversation?
I will say I thought it was a little bit different. I thought she was celebrating the fact that he didn't like blow up at Christopher. Because of the whole.
Right. No, yeah, makes sense.
Because of him like telling him, like usually he would like completely blow up.
Yeah. That's kind of how I was seeing it as well. Yeah.
A little bit.
Like he keeps telling Melfi like repeatedly that there's no progress with the therapy, but she constantly keeps reminding him of the progress.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Yeah, here you didn't kill your nephew over this, so
yeah, exactly.
That's progress."
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I saw from that conversation. And also that he has a very particular type. He was mentioning something to her about you're all the same. This dark complexion, money, whatever.
Working.
Yeah.
Driven.
Yeah. So, I mean, we've discussed this before, that he seems to be attracted to these type of women, but yeah. Tony just needs to open his eyes more in therapy and notice that he is making progress. It's slow progress and it's small wins here and there, but they're wins.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things with Tony that he still is like struggling to realize is like what he wants versus what he needs. Like what he wants is any woman he can get his hands on. What he wants is a shit ton of money. What he wants is power. What he needs is like stability. He needs family to take care of him and for him to take care of his family. He needs to figure out how to control his emotions. And like he's been in this like cognitive dissonance almost of like those things cannot be the same. And he can't marry what he wants with what he needs. And that's why he thinks like therapy isn't working. But what he needs is starting to come through a little bit. His relationship, although it hasn't been perfect, obviously, with Carmela has definitely improved. The way that they've been communicating, the way that they've been going since, he woke up from the coma. And I think that has been stabilizing for him, whether he wants to recognize it or not. And I think that's part of the reason he wants to come back to therapy. But the funny thing is at the end of the session, he's kind of almost deflecting back to Melfi and being like, well, the only reason I want to be here is so I can hang out with you, almost insinuating like, I'm still trying to sleep with you or whatever. And I think that's just him deflecting because he doesn't want to necessarily acknowledge that he's making progress.
And we're also seeing this new dynamic with AJ. And
AJ.
And his parents, obviously, I think, did not react well to it. But
they reacted better than I thought.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because now I think we're seeing some positive signs. I think AJ now is committed to work. and he said something very interesting, I think, to Tony. He said, "Yeah, I have a job now. I work," and just wondering, Charlie, what this new narrative that we're seeing with AJ at the end of this first half of the season stood out to you?
I mean, in particular with this girl, I will say, as long as she is of good character and not someone who's going to screw him over, I think it's a good thing for him, because I think now he's involved in a situation where it's like, okay, I'm with her, I like her, and he actually likes the kid too. And it seemed like he was, caring for the child and whatnot when they came into the house. So I feel like now he's in a position where he's going to be more driven to work, to be a provider, so he could provide for her and the kid. And that's him growing up and adulting, right? And hopefully staying out of trouble.
Yeah.
What a fast way to start adulting.
Yeah.
Literally like 2 episodes ago.
Yeah. But the thing is, he was so unmotivated before, right? But I know it's like, you shouldn't bank on it. The relationship like just started and everything, right? But as long as she's a good person, she could be a person that helps him in that way. That's where I can see it going. I'm not saying that that's how it is already.
Yeah, I think that that's what he thinks in his brain, like in his own mind, and I also think that he needs something to like occupy his time, and he needs like something to like drive him or whatever. Like before, it was literally like money, partying, women, going to the club, like whatever. He had no sense of like direction or anything that really motivated him at all. And now there is something there, right? A woman, kid, a job, all this stuff that, potentially could lead to him becoming an adult. But I just don't even think he knows really what being an adult is like. And he hasn't faced anything hard with this girl at all yet. So we'll see. I think his parents are a little bit alleviated because of what you're talking about, Charlie. Like they see like, well, this kid was literally just like skipping shift or stealing shit from Blockbuster and like going to the club and dropping $1,000 in the night on a bottle. So this point is better, I guess.
Yeah.
But I also don't see this as like something where he's just going to completely have a change of heart. I still think he's super immature. I still think that he is going to get like a reality check somehow in this relationship, and then he's going to like bail on responsibilities. But maybe not. Maybe it's the other way around, and he has to deal with, people looking at him different, dating outside his race, a woman with a kid, that kind of thing, and adult. Who knows?
The other thing that I noticed as well is he managed to diffuse a situation without being a hothead or violence or anything like that, which either it's because he's scared and he actually can't do anything about it. Right? We know that he's kind of a scaredy cat. But I also kind of commend him for it, for not being like total douche and just like yelling at them, cussing them out, whatever. He approached it very like chill.
Civil.
Yeah. True.
Utilize his resources.
Yeah, I guess.
It wasn't the best way to go about it, right? Oh yeah, let me give you this very expensive bike that I got as a gift.
And now they're just gonna come back and be like, yo, give me something else.
Yeah, it could be. But it's a small win for AJ, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, and one more thing, Carmela. Seems like she's not going to be forgetting about Aid. She still kept the card. I know she carded for roofing, but she still kept the card. So it makes me wonder if she's just going to go down that rabbit hole and if the truth will come out or not.
It's going to be challenging, because what do you do as Tony when your wife is trying to get the truth out about this, right? Do you tell her?
No.
Do you whack her?
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. No. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's not a crazy conclusion. Think about what happened to Adriana. Think about everything that's going on. You're talking
Adriana
about her.
Directly talk to the feds, though.
She's hiring a private investigator
She hasn't yet, though.
She hasn't yet, but she is considering hiring an investigator to go after Adriana to find out the truth about Adriana. That for Tony can't happen, right?
Yeah.
Could lead to a lot of problems. So I'm not looking at that as a big jump to a conclusion at all. I'm thinking that he has a very, very tough things to weigh here to make this decision.
I think him potentially whacking Carmela is literally like a last resort kind of thing.
Okay.
Could it happen? Sure. But I think there's a lot that needs to happen between now and that potential decision for that to even be contemplated. I don't think her just looking at a card for an inspector would be that. It would need to be like she got the guy. The guy is really close to finding out an answer.
Yeah, but you're getting wrong what I'm saying. I'm saying that if she goes down that route, it could lead to really bad things because an investigator is going to dig, and the more they dig and the more they find out, they could give it.
I mean, I think in that case, they would just whack the investigator. I don't think they would whack Carmela. But
yeah, they could whack the investigator, sure. But you can keep hiring investigators. I don't know. Eventually, Carmela is going to
I think
she's smart enough to be like, something is off.
She is too smart for her own good. I agree.
So this is why I'm saying I see a couple of options. One, you tell her straight up. That's probably going to be the way that resolves the most trouble for you long term in terms of like the feds and all that stuff. But it's gonna mess up the relationship with your wife.
Yeah,
100%.
I mean, it could definitely happen. I mean, I'm not gonna rule it out completely because like we know Tony's a monster, but I think to where we are at right now is something. There's a lot of stuff that has to happen for us to get there.
Like a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah. With that being said, y'all, thank you so much for watching and listening to this reaction discussion. We love you guys and see you soon for more Tony Tuesday. Stay beautiful, y'all.
See ya.